HOA Karen had always been a thorn in everyone's side, but she took things to a whole new level the day I finished building a small office cabin on my lakefront ranch property. It followed every zoning law, submitted all the paperwork, and got full approval from the county, yet the moment construction wrapped up, she stormed over clipboard in hand, yelling that the office violated the HOA's so-called aesthetic guidelines and demanded I tear it down. I calmly explained that my property wasn't under HOA jurisdiction since it sat just outside the neighborhood boundary. But Karen didn't care. She claimed it was an eyesore, threatened to report me to everyone from the city to the governor. I laughed it off at first until 2 days later, when a sheriff showed up saying someone had filed a formal complaint. I showed him my permits and survey lines, which proved Karen had zero authority over my land. He apologized and left, but the real drama began the next morning, when Karen actually called 911, saying there was illegal construction and that I had hostile structures, threatening the safety of the community emergency services. Arrived expecting a crisis, only to find my peaceful lakeside office with ducks waddling nearby and me sipping coffee on the porch. When they realized it was a false emergency, they were not amused, especially after Karen showed up mid-scene yelling at them for not arresting me. The officers asked her to calm down, and when she refused to stop screaming and even shoved one of them, she was immediately placed in handcuffs. I was stunned as she was walked to the cruiser, still ranting about bylaws and property values. It turned out that filing a false police report and obstructing officers are serious charges, especially when it wastes public resources. At the court hearing a few weeks later, I was called as a witness and handed documents to sign for the case, including an affidavit that directly supported charges against her. In other words, I literally signed her arrest warrant. Karen was sentenced to community service and fined heavily, and she's since been removed from the HOA board. The neighborhood has been a lot more peaceful lately, and my lake office remains untouched now. Whenever I see Karen, she won't even make eye contact, and honestly, I've never enjoyed the view from my ranch more.